Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? It is that wonderful time of the month where I appeal to your good nature to keep THORnews up and running through June. And, like everything in the world, gets more challenging. Supporting THORnews has gotten more challenging as well. It seems like all my digital avenues, including PayPal, Patreon, and Super Chat, is unsafe. And the money doesn't go to me, so the only real way I know that it gets to me is through the old-fashioned snail mail. So if you want to support me through June and the start of hurricane season, that would be wonderful. I will continue to do what I can to bring you honest, good information from my heart, and when I can, inspiration and humor. So you can send me mail to T. Lewison. T is actually my first name. It's weird because people be like, what's your name? I'm like, T. They're like, no, it's not. So it's like you meet somebody and they accuse you of lying within 30 seconds. That's disrespectful. 5430 Birdwood Rd, number 416, in the greatest city in America, Houston, Texas, 77096. And you guys have been fantastic. And I sincerely super appreciate y'all. I can guarantee you, if y'all weren't so awesome, there is no way in hell I'd still be doing this. All right, let's get to the bad news. Oh, man. Okay. How y'all doing today? Yeah, it's been like Tornado Fest for a week. Yesterday, there were between 50 and 55 tornadoes that hit the ground. And as of right now, we have a major, massive, nasty, scary tornado that is roaming across Kansas. And so that is bad news, man. Holy crap. I know that when weather Twitter, hashtag WX Twitter, freaks out, it's usually for a good reason. Ari Sarasalari from the Awesome Weather Channel. You don't see this black color on my radar screen very often. It means tornado emergency. Big tornado on the ground coming out of Lawrence, Kansas, headed into western Kansas City. Take cover now, please. It'll probably take me 15 minutes to do this video, 30 minutes for it to render, and then it'll be up. So hopefully everyone is safe when this monster tornado comes your way. I know we had a nasty, super destructive tornado go through Ohio, Daytona yesterday. Remember, it's always darkest before the dawn. So, yeah, things are looking pretty grim, and it's been affecting me mentally, physically, spiritually. Since I've been trying to get everybody ready for this for 6 years, and we're a little behind as a collective, as shall I say. crankywxguy, king of weather Twitter, making some rare appearances today, although he always does his blog, which I highly recommend. He breaks down the weather, long-term, medium-term, short-term, talking about Storm 4 plucked from disturbances and sent through our reload pattern throughout the week. Because, yeah, it's just going to be wave after wave after wave after wave. So I'll leave his blog's link for you. And on here it shows we got more rain coming into California, although the models have not been showing that. And the model's been real sketchy because the weather's real sketchy. So like I said, you got a major tornado warning coming through Kansas. I know the good people, including Nathan in Pennsylvania, are watching out for possible activity. And you guys will be watching through the evening, I imagine. Anthony Siciliano, leave the gun, take the cannoli, says this 1 hour ROT scan indicating a likely powerful tornado that has been on the ground for quite some time. Yeah, the atmosphere has just been super unstable all around. Meredith Garofalo, millions impacted this evening. Stay safe, everyone. See you bright and early. My computer's slow. So yeah, tornado watches. There's going to be in Oklahoma, Kansas, is that Missouri? And then Pennsylvania, you're definitely under the gun later this evening. I'll keep an eye out for you guys. And then this is cool. You know how I'm obsessed with Venus. Why? Because it's 1,000 times more interesting than Mars. Mars is so boring, I fall asleep when anyone even mentions it. which is weird because it's supposed to be about war. Look at that. That is Venus. We do not have a single satellite around Venus. We do not have a single probe on Venus. We haven't really done anything with Venus since the 70s. Hell, we don't even turn the Hubble. We don't even turn the Hubble to take pictures of it anymore. Yeah, that's weird, dude. How about we skip sending humans to the moon and Mars? Hey, I want to send humans to the moon. I want to make love to my robot girlfriend while playing guitar on the moon. Venus 2024. Or even just a robot. Then we can watch it die together, and its death will unite us all. I'm all about uniting us all. All right. So, like I said, we have snow in Wyoming and Colorado right now. I didn't say that earlier. Okay. We got this. Kansas has the major tornado. Pennsylvania, pretty much anywhere. Like yesterday, I think the tornado was outside of the risk zone. And so it's a great time. The rest of 2019 is a great time to stay weather aware. Let me just say that if I can. And so there are several things that are concerning me because now we seem to be in the pattern where there's like steam rain rising out of the west. I don't know if this is going to show up very well. It's probably going to take too long to load, but a lot of the rain we're seeing is basically just rising up out of the ground itself, which is always interesting. As you can see, we have a lot of scattered showers all around the bigger major storms in the northeast and then somewhere near the Four Corners. And the lightning action is pretty actiony. We're at 40,000 in the last 28 hours. Right? At 48 hours, somewhere around there. I don't remember. Oh, last 2 hours, sorry. So yeah, 40,000 lightning strikes in the last 2 hours. And last night they had a straight line of lightning all the way across here, which I find interesting. Seem to be on the same longitude with the Lewison Peak volcano that has been inactive. Asterisk. And then you got some sparse lightning down in Mexico and in the Caribbean. I'm still watching this like a hawk daily. We are holding steady at 97% for Trinity Lake Dam, 98% for Shasta Dam, 97% for Orville Dam, 95% for Folsom. Orville Dam, most people that's asked me the question is, how's it holding up? And so far it seems to be holding up okay, but they haven't really been doing a lot of outflow, which is really bizarre. Like if you're at 98%, I would be flowing the heck out of that thing, man. You know, I would be dumping a lot of that water down the rivers because it doesn't seem like these rivers are anywhere near as bad, or the reservoirs, as the other ones. So, but I don't know, man. Who is it for me to question government? We are still over 400 rivers flooding, and this has been clear and present danger number one to all of America. We've seen massive crop wipeouts, livestock destruction to homes, families, and the Arkansas River is at the highest record level ever at 38.5 feet, and it won't crest until Thursday at 42 feet. Just to like 4 more feet, and the whole thing is just a super cluster fudge nugget suck. I don't even know what that means. It's pretty depressing, really. And remember, as part of my job is I gotta watch this shit all day and check in on this damn map like every hour. And it's kind of dragging me down. I need a vacation before hurricane season. Well, I should probably pay rent first. Definitely. So yeah, I mean it's a major issue. And like in 2015, when I started saying that it was a good time for Americans to unite and we should start building cities in safer places, you know, like cities of the future. You can build a whole city from scratch with all the new materials and technologies. You can do amazing things, build it together. And my suggestion has always been like one would go in West Texas, one would go in Colorado. And then after the first 2, we could open it up. But that idea is not taken hold. Apparently, we love our petrocentric cities so much, we never ever want to improve. And and anything, which is great for the old monetary systems. The heavy rain tomorrow, it looks like you're going to be getting heavy rain still over the heavy flooded areas. This would be more Oklahoma and Arkansas. I know Arkansas has had a lot of problems lately. And then the day after that, you're getting heavy rain in the worst possible spots. So the major flooding problems will persist into the summer and into June, without a doubt. It's a great time for all people to come together and figure out new ideas and new solutions to things. But unfortunately, it seems like, I don't know, Cthulhu has everybody trained to just argue if the word climate change is ever mentioned. And I know it's more than a word, it's a phrase. Here's our jet stream, and we got pinwheels everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm not surprised we're getting a lot of the nastiness with our jet stream so foobar. We're still watching for hurricane activity developing, although by my preliminary estimates, I had it at the middle of August, but the Gulf of Mexico is kind of the wild card. If you hadn't seen, I've put out my landfalling hurricane predictions. I think it's one in September 13th, September 20th, and October, I think it's 15th. Right around there, it's like a 5-day before and after. That's when I'm pretty sure we're going to see landfalling hurricanes. I'm super positive about the 13th of September and the 15th of October. There's a chance they will develop and then curve out to sea. I'm just saying from all my estimations and all the planets on the same side, that system has been working extremely well for me. And I'm like the only one who uses it, which is kind of weird. As you can see, this is the next 48 hours. We're going to be getting a lot of heavy rain, or a lot of rain in a lot of places. And we're kind of getting into the pattern where as one storm is exiting, we've already got our next storm developing, almost even overlapping each other. What were you? I bet you were really cool. How come you're all black now? Okay, there we go. Then you're not that cool. As you can see, this is for right now. You got multiple areas that are watching out for major floods, tornado watches, wind watches. It is definitely a volcano spring summer. Tomorrow is when the big heat wave begins, and it'll be for pretty much the south. Let me pull up an area to show you guys some stuff. But you can see the major storms developing here. Now the models have come off. Earlier they were saying that this week we could reach temperatures in the southeast of up to 107, 108 degrees. I still think we'll get to like 103, 104 before it's all said and done, but who knows? But I'm going to be wrong soon, I would imagine. Although technically I said I was watching out for a major earthquake on the 11th of this month. That didn't happen. But I don't know. I got that information from somewhere else, and I always put an asterisk by it. I said, I don't know. I'm going to go with it. But I guess we can count that as me being wrong if we want to. Although when my volcano watch for the West United States and Canada, that started on the 22nd and will last for 2 years, technically 6 years. That kicked off with a major volcano eruption out of Popocatépetl, so that one's dead on the money. And we will continue to watch. Someone pointed out, was it Twin City Girl? Pointed out that there might have actually been venting activity in Clear Lake, California. Our reasoning seemed correct. But we will continue to watch as things really heat up. Man, I just screwed everything up. Okay. All right. We're talking 93, 99. I'm pretty sure somewhere around those regions will break the all-time records. I know there's been a major heat wave in Japan that shattered the nation's all-time records for heat and has been killing some people. And so we're going to break a whole lot of records here, and we've already been breaking, I mean, we've just been shattering records all over the place. As the solar system is undergoing major changes. So that one, I mean, this would, but still anything in May over 100 is pretty hot, in my opinion. And so I'll continue to watch the Gulf Coast and everything. And this is the 7-day rain projection, which actually looks better than it has in months. But like I said, the models, which we were about to go over, have been very inconsistent. And this is the major risk area. And as you can see, the tornadoes have been hitting in the major risk area here. Pennsylvania, you're still under the gun and under the watch as that thing passes through. Now we're going to take a look at all the pretty stuff, or whatever. So you can see major storm clouds developing. And I guess that's right around there is where tornadoes were developing, or is it more down here? Now we're looking at the major, and so here's your big heat here, and we're definitely watching for volcanic activity in the Caribbean. And the big 8.0 earthquake that hit in Peru the other day, that big volcano earthquake spot that I always talk about that's right there, that's where it hit. So that indicator is a pretty solid one. Luckily right now we don't see any of the volcano / earthquake indicators up. And but yeah, you got major heat coming out of the Gulf, and remember, this is a volcano range here. And so if this volcano range has been extremely active, then I wouldn't be surprised to know that magma is moving all around, because magma is inside of the earth. I don't know if you knew that. You do now. As you can see, right now it's kind of holding off a wall, so all this moisture is going around it. And we will continue to watch this area for any type of spin-ups and development in the tropics. Are the tropics hot? You bet your sweet baby. I think we'll see a lot of development here. Last year was the record Pacific hurricane season. And it looks like this year's hurricane season is going to be pretty nasty, especially with all this extra heat around. And as you can see, the heat extends all the way up to almost Virginia. So we are watching that. And I definitely think Florida and the Carolinas need to watch out. And Alabama as well. All right. Now we're going to look through our fun models. Remember, these have been kind of sketchy. So take all this shit with a grain of salt. Unless you don't want to. Or you're allergic to salt. Are there people that are allergic to salt? Is that a thing? Okay, great. I'm going to try and get my sense of humor back. Romance in 2019 is a total downer. I don't know if you're old-fashioned and stuff. Okay. But so watch that chunk right there. And another thing, one thing that I had said, I thought the first hurricane would go into South Texas, Southwest Texas, or Mexico. And so it shows this little glob chunk moving into the area that I had predicted. And so even if it's not a hurricane, I'm going to count that as the movement that I had been seeing. And so then the next one, I think, would probably be closer towards Florida. Who knows when that's going to happen? And this shit is not supposed to be happening for like 2 more months. So where I have a good handle on the September and October hurricanes, we'll see though. I could be wrong. I'd be more than happy to be wrong. But it's basically June, July, and August. I have no idea about. So we're going to have to definitely keep watching. Look at this moisture signature. Because the green is rain and the yellow is heavy rain. And so that is just a whole lot of moisture that extends from South America all the way up into Canada. But another thing, like, because people talk about I don't know, man. Like, I don't subscribe to any one theory on anything that explains everything. And so, the people who think that they control the weather always, it seems like they take the information like they're always controlling the weather to do bad things. And well, let me tell you right now, if they were controlling the weather, they are using this high pressure like a hockey goalie, and it's better than Gretzky. And so for now, it has been doing what it can to knock all the precipitation, watch this thing, up north. And so the major models aren't showing any of these storms making it into California. Look how it just blocks, like it blocks. Look at that. It sends it straight up there, man. Although I would think that has a chance to come south, but that high pressure system is like a goalie. And so I don't know. I've seen things on here that show that if they were controlling the weather, and I don't think they control all of Earth's weather. I think they can manipulate it for sure. But that at times they use it to play defense. And so, if you're trying to be all super smart and get to the actual theories, you can't just pin your conclusion and then just massage the data. I mean, you can if you want, but I'm saying that right now that thing is definitely saving those dams from being broken. Well, you can conspiracy theory that all you want to. I know that YouTube is great at turning everything into a major Illuminati boogeyman is in control of everything and can kill us all. We have no hope. Like, I don't know, dude. God is tough, strong, and capable of anything. So let's have hope, except when it comes to romance on Earth, 2019. As you can see, that chunky cluster. And why does it draw like a straight line up? There's always that weird front that's like a straight that lines up from Mexico all the way up through Canada. Although it's not going to show it on here, so I get to look like a dumbass. That's okay. I've looked like a dumbass before. I did not die. But it looks like I said, here's the area we're watching for possible development. And it looks like if development does come out, then it will go into like Mexico or southern Texas, and it won't have a chance to develop much. So I got a feeling we're going to see some rapid intensification of hurricanes this year. And remember, well, from most normal outlets, the most you can expect is a 3-day advance on hurricanes. That is the great news about THORnews. Since Hurricane Matthew, I don't know, I can give you a 10-day warning sometimes if I'm on my game. And let's hope I'm on my game this year. But shit, if I'm right about my 3 hurricane, I gave you a year notice. And now we're only a couple months away. So I'm going to try and cheer up. And so it also shows 2 yellow blobs, but this is more towards the end. And I definitely agree that anything outside of 5 days you can't trust. But watch how I didn't point that out enough, which I will now. Watch how the rain just seems to come out of the mountains. It's not coming from a system. It's just it's like steam rain. And you get 2 or 3 lows or chunks that look like they could develop into something, but that's 2 weeks away, so we're really not going to worry about that now until we have some hard verifiable evidence. All right, wonderful. Well, I do what I can to bring you guys the best information possible. And remember, I definitely for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been getting us prepared for this moment. And my theory has been that the hurricanes will start to hit when we get to 500 rivers flooding. So who knows, man? Just know that I love you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And so if you do want to support me and keep me up and running, you can send all help, support, care packages, whatever, to this address, 5430 Birdwood Road, number 416, Houston, Texas, 77096. Shout out to Mike T in Kansas. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. I know you guys have been going through some nasty shit lately. And to Sherry and her husband for the awesome care package, and to everybody out there who sent me anything, you guys, really the response since I doxed myself has been pretty incredible. So you guys put a smile on my face every single day that I go out to the mailbox or the guy knocks on my door. It makes me feel appreciated for all this work and everything that I have sacrificed to bring you guys the truth. So I don't know if you know this. Bringing you guys the truth these days is kind of dicey. It's like there are people out there who don't want the truth to be known. And the truth of the matter is, we're all in this together. And if we don't come together, ain't nobody going to survive. You hear me? Okay, great. God bless everyone. Stay cool. And I will talk to you guys in the near future.